That's a stupid decision. Look at this engine, sir. And if your engine doesn't look like this, you have no damn excuse. Are you falling for all this nonsense, this emotional advertisements? V6 diesels with 200 kilowatts, 550, 600 Newton meters. Do you need that? Do you know what's the cost of that vehicle? I'm underneath the Caravan. By crawling in here, look and think. This is common sense. And you want to buy the cheapest rim that you can find? In my previous video of safety and security, I talked about the power reel, the power supply, that I have the facility to hook it on and it's not lying on the ground. Here at home, only me and my wife. Be careful with this power cord. Make sure it's not a tripping hazard. Don't get injured at home because you're damn lazy or you don't think. Right, the next step. Let's crawl in under this Caravan. I'm underneath the Caravan. By crawling in here and lie down here, both sides at the back. Look and think. This is common sense. You don't have to be an engineer or a mechanic to see that there's a problem. Is anything bent? Is there a loose wire? Is there a loose cable? If a nut or a bolt is loose, you can see the gap. Very easy. Do it. Then your travels is much more safer. And you have more confidence that you will reach your destiny safely. And as you can see here, there's some cables, threaded rod. This is the braking system to the rear wheels. Check all the bolts and nuts. Check if it's still fixed. The suspension. There's not a lot to do down here. There's no lubrication, no greasing, but check every bolt and nut. Well, as you can see, I took a smoke break. Not a good habit, is it? In any case, I'm sitting here next to my Caravan, thinking of what is outstanding, what must I check, what did I miss? And then I remembered one important item on this Caravan that I want to share with you. Rims and tires. The pressure that I have, that I normally inflate this wheel to, is 2.6 bar. I find that a 2.6 bar with a fully loaded Caravan, there's no swing behind the towing vehicle. Make sure your tires is in good condition. While you are lying there, check the inside walls for any cracks, any damage. And then all of you guys, I noticed you on the highways and on the roads with your fancy rims. Is that rim rated? Is that a rim load rated for this Caravan? So this Caravan fully loaded is 1.7, 1.8 ton. And you want to buy the cheapest rim that you can find, that is made or fabricated in a country which is well known for poor quality, and it's all about price. You have two choices. If you want to buy a replacement rim for your Caravan, for your pickup, buy from a supplier that you can trust, plus the load rating minimum of the factory. rim that you are replacing. So this rims was supplied by Conqueror on my Caravan. I checked it. It's a load rating of 1 ton each. Don't go and replace your rims with a load rating less than the factory. That's a stupid decision. That's a stupid decision. That's a stupid decision. So now we're going to talk tow vehicle. Listen, forget the stories and the fights and the social media nonsense of what is the best, Toyota or Ford or Isuzu. This is a Mazda. Is it the best vehicle on the market? No. I'm pretty sure there is, in certain extents, is a better vehicle. But this one is this year 12 years old. So now we're going to pull it out, hook it on, and then we talk about this vehicle and the maintenance. Oh yes, while I'm here, solar battery system. 2 months now, and I have not received a COC certificate. 2 months. Where the COC certificate was included as part of this purchasing and installation. The COC means Certificate of Compliance. To enable me to register this on the insurance. Take care of this. Take care. Listen to what I'm saying to you. This is happening all over South Africa. With your solar installations, be careful who you are using. Let me give you another joke. Now that I have the batteries installed, the inverter, 10 kilowatt storing capacity, my maximum load on my house is 4 kilowatt. It peaks at 4 kilowatt, so I've got a 5 kilowatt inverter. The price, the total cost was in the order of 92 or 93,000 rand. A lot of money. Now the next investment is solar panels. You cannot believe the mess. You cannot believe it. One of these companies arrived here. The guy gets out. He looks like me, a boer. He gets out of his vehicle wearing fish plakkies, smoking a cigarette. He's coming to check my house and give me a quotation. He didn't even close the door properly of his pickup, and I asked him to leave. You want me to invest money and you look like that? The other guy arrived here. He parked his pickup, his bakkie. We walked around the house. I told him what is my plan, what is my requirements. We get back to his bakkie, and as we were approaching his bakkie, I see the oil lying on the pavement. He can fly to hell. I got the soap, the brush, I let him park his bakkie outside. He must clean the pavement and never come back again. So let us look at the hooking, the setting up of your caravan, your trailer to the towing vehicle. So I fitted a reverse camera here. And now recently, as you can remember in my previous video, I fitted another rear view looking camera. Now this all is adding value and is aiding me in the hooking of a caravan. Have your hook, the height, which is the height of your towing vehicle, before you start. And I normally measure it and I know it's just above my knee, so I can then change the height of the hooking ball before I pull in. And please don't wait for the last day or the early morning before you are leaving on holiday to have these cables all connected and check the connection of your caravan. Don't wait for that day. Murphy's Law, there will be something wrong. The same as for your wheels, your rims. You cannot leave on vacation if the lights, braking system, charging systems is not working perfectly. Don't do that. Now the towing vehicle. No, it's not a Ford. No, it's not a Hilux. We'll talk about it later on. Why on earth do you need 150, 160 kilowatts to tow a caravan? Many years ago, I was towing a Sunway double axle, 4 wheels, which weighed 2 tons, with a Ford Cortina 2.5, 92 kilowatts. Are you falling for all this nonsense, this emotional advertisements? You don't need 150, 160, 200 kilowatts. There's now new engines on the market, V6 diesels with 200 kilowatts, 550, 600 Newton meters. Do you need that? Do you know what is the cost of that vehicle? Next time we'll talk about this. Let's look at the engine. Well, this is a 12-year. This year, this car will be 12 years old. Look at this engine, sir. And if your engine doesn't look like this, you have no damn excuse to tell me you have a working vehicle every day. You are on the farm every day. Wash your engine. It's the heart of your vehicle. For all my friends which is not engineers, this is the water bottle for your radiant coolant. There's a mark, minimum and maximum. This is your brake cylinder or your fluid for your brakes. It's a very small bottle, and then there's a vacuum pipe. Vacuum, it's a brake assisted. Okay, not too much. So what do you check? Water, lubricant for your brakes. Your vacuum pipe is in good condition. This is an air cleaner. This is cleaning the air, removing any particles, dirt before entering the engine. Very easy. There's clips here. You see? Another clip and another one, 3 of them, and you remove your air cleaner and replace it. You don't need to pay thousands to do that. Oil dipstick. Really, an oil dipstick is marked maximum, minimum. Let your car cool down, let it be parked in a level area, pull out, clean it, push it back and check the oil level. Radiator hoses, V-belts, fan belts. Check that there's no hairs, no damage to it. This is a new one. I replaced it a year ago. The total new V-belts, tensioners, everything as a precaution. Check all your piping. On this model, this was a rubber hose and it's prone to be damaged, and this is the turbo pressurized air supply. So on the aftermarket there's this stainless steel pipes available. I fitted it as a precaution because I'm reading the social media of common problems. Battery, of course. Look at the terminals. Look at the terminals. Must be clean, must be fixed. Can you see the bolts, nuts is all fixed? That's all. Fuse box. Open your fuse box from time to time. Clean it. Take a blower. Blow it out. Again, if your vehicle your towing vehicle, your caravan, your motorcycle is not cleaned by yourself, how will you know there's a defect looming? You want to risk your life, your family's life, because you are too lazy, you don't have the time? Okay, then there's the normal standard stuff, the lights, mirrors, wipers. Wiper blades was replaced a year ago. I do not wait for a wiper to start breaking down. Replace it. Tires, exactly the same command as for the Caravan. Make sure the rims that you are fitting is load rated for this vehicle. The tires. Unloaded, I run a 2.2 bar front and rear. Towing a Caravan, same pressure as the Caravan, 2.6 bar, 2.4 bar in the front. Remember, your tires will heat up, warm up during the drive, and easily build 0.2, 0.3, sometimes 0.4 bar pressure. Huh? Remember that. And the same message, crawl in underneath this vehicle. There's much more cable, tubing, pipes, bolts and nuts. By just lying underneath it and looking at it, you can see if there's a problem or not. Here I have an extra fridge connected. I have an additional battery here with an inverter. All this stuff is getting tested regularly. I have to stop now. I have some important stuff to do. We have to load the Caravan now of food, fridge and clothes. Tomorrow morning it's in the road or on the road. Watch that movie.